A. Explanation of what business insurance is. Business insurance is a type of insurance policy that is specifically designed to protect business owners and their assets from various types of risks and unforeseen events. It typically includes several types of coverage, including general liability insurance, property insurance, and workers' compensation insurance, among others. Business insurance can also be customized to meet the unique needs of individual businesses, depending on their size, industry, and level of risk. B. Importance of having business insurance. Having business insurance is crucial for any business owner, regardless of their industry or size. It helps protect businesses from financial losses that can arise from accidents, property damage, theft, lawsuits, and other unforeseen events. Without adequate business insurance, a single catastrophic event could put a business at risk of bankruptcy or closure. Business insurance can also help businesses to comply with legal and regulatory requirements, attract and retain employees, and build trust with customers and suppliers. C. Purpose of the video. The purpose of this video is to provide an overview of business insurance and explain why it is important for businesses to have adequate insurance coverage. The video will also cover the different types of business insurance available, how to assess the risks facing a business, how to choose the right insurance coverage, and how to find the right insurance provider. Finally, the video will provide tips for managing business insurance, including keeping coverage up to date and filing claims. By the end of the video, viewers should have a good understanding of business insurance and how it can protect their assets. Types of business insurance. A. General liability insurance. Explanation of what it covers. General liability insurance provides coverage for a range of common business risks, including bodily injury, property damage, and advertising injury. It can also cover legal fees and settlements in the event of a lawsuit. This type of insurance is essential for any business that interacts with customers or the public. Examples of when it is used. Some examples of when general liability insurance may be used include: a customer slips and falls on a wet floor in a store and sues the business for medical expenses and lost wages. A contractor damages a client's property during a construction project, and the client sues the business for repair costs. A competitor claims that a business's advertising is false or misleading and sues for damages. B. Property insurance. Explanation of what it covers. Property insurance provides coverage for physical assets such as buildings, equipment, inventory, and other property owned or leased by a business. This type of insurance can cover losses due to theft, vandalism, fire, natural disasters, and other events that can damage or destroy property. Examples of when it is used. Some examples of when property insurance may be used include: a fire destroys a business's warehouse and its contents, resulting in a significant financial loss. A burglar breaks into a store and steals expensive equipment, causing a loss of income and potential business interruption. A natural disaster, such as a hurricane or earthquake, damages a business's building and equipment, resulting in significant repair or replacement costs. C. Workers' compensation insurance. Explanation of what it covers. Workers' compensation insurance provides coverage for employees who suffer work-related injuries or illnesses. It typically covers medical expenses, lost wages, and other related costs. In exchange for this coverage, employees typically give up their right to sue their employer for damages related to the injury or illness. Examples of when it is used. Some examples of when workers' compensation insurance may be used include: an employee falls off a ladder while stocking shelves and suffers a back injury that requires medical treatment and time off work. A worker in a manufacturing plant is exposed to hazardous chemicals and develops a respiratory illness. An employee is injured in a car accident while driving on business-related activities. It is important to note that the specific requirements and regulations for workers' compensation insurance vary by state, so it is essential to check with the relevant state agency to ensure compliance. Determining the right insurance for your business. A. Assessing the risks. Explanation of the process. Assessing the risks involves identifying the potential risks that a business may face and determining the likelihood and potential impact of those risks. This process helps business owners understand the types of insurance coverage they need to protect their assets adequately. Examples of potential risks. Examples of potential risks that a business may face include: property damage or loss due to fire, natural disasters, or theft. Bodily injury or property damage caused by products, services, or operations. Lawsuits and legal disputes. Cyber attacks or data breaches. Employee injuries or illnesses. B. Choosing the right coverage. Explanation of different types of coverage. There are several types of coverage that businesses may need, including general liability insurance. Covers bodily injury, property damage, and advertising injury. Property insurance. Covers physical assets such as buildings, equipment, and inventory. Professional liability insurance. Covers claims related to professional services provided by a business or its employees. Workers' compensation insurance. Covers work-related injuries or illnesses for employees. Cyber liability insurance. Covers losses due to cyber attacks, data breaches, or other cyber-related incidents. Considerations when choosing coverage. When choosing coverage, businesses should consider the type of business and industry it operates in, the size of the business and its assets, the potential risks and liabilities the business faces, the legal and regulatory requirements for insurance coverage in their industry and state. Business owners should also work with an experienced insurance agent or broker who can help assess their needs and recommend appropriate coverage options. Regularly reviewing and updating insurance coverage is essential to ensure that the business is adequately protected. Finding the right insurance provider. A. Researching providers. Explanation of where to find providers. There are several resources available to help businesses find insurance providers. These include industry associations. Many industry associations offer insurance programs or partnerships with insurance providers that cater specifically to their industry. Insurance agents and brokers. Insurance agents and brokers can provide advice on the type of coverage needed and offer quotes from different insurance providers. Online insurance marketplaces. Online insurance marketplaces allow businesses to compare quotes from multiple insurance providers. State Insurance Department. State insurance departments provide information on licensed insurance providers in the state and can help resolve complaints and disputes. Factors to consider when choosing a provider. When researching insurance providers, businesses should consider the provider's financial stability and reputation, the provider's experience and expertise in the industry, the provider's claims process and customer service, the provider's coverage options and pricing, the provider's ratings and reviews from other customers. B. Getting quotes. Explanation of the process. To get insurance quotes, businesses should provide information about their business, including the industry, size, assets, and potential risks. Insurance providers will then use this information to calculate a premium for the coverage requested. Comparison of different quotes. When comparing quotes from different insurance providers, businesses should consider the coverage limits and exclusions for each quote, the deductibles and premiums for each quote, any additional fees or charges, the financial stability and reputation of each provider, any discounts or special offers available. It is important to note that the lowest priced quote may not always be the best option, as it may not provide adequate coverage or have a reputable claims process. Therefore, businesses should carefully review and compare each quote before making a final decision. Managing your business insurance. A. Keeping your coverage up to date. Explanation of why this is important. Keeping business insurance coverage up to date is important to ensure that the business is adequately protected against potential risks and liabilities. Changes in the business, such as new products or services, expansion, or changes in the industry, may require updates or changes to insurance coverage. How to stay updated. To stay updated on insurance coverage, businesses should regularly review and assess insurance coverage with an experienced insurance agent or broker. Notify insurance providers of any changes to the business or operations. Renew policies on time to avoid any gaps in coverage. Update policies as needed to ensure adequate coverage. B. Filing claims. Explanation of the process. When a business experiences a loss or damage covered by insurance, a claim should be filed with the insurance provider. The claims process typically involves notifying the insurance provider of the loss or damage, providing documentation and evidence of the loss or damage, working with the insurance adjuster to assess the claim and determine coverage, receiving compensation for the loss or damage, subject to the terms of the policy. Best practices for filing claims. To ensure a smooth and efficient claims process, businesses should notify the insurance provider of the loss or damage as soon as possible. Provide accurate and detailed information about the loss or damage. Provide documentation and evidence to support the claim. Keep records of all communication and documentation related to the claim. Work cooperatively with the insurance adjuster to assess the claim and determine coverage. Follow up with the insurance provider as needed until the claim is resolved. By staying up to date on insurance coverage and following best practices for filing claims, businesses can effectively manage their insurance and protect their assets against potential risks and liabilities. A. Recap of key points. In this video, we covered the following key points related to business insurance. Types of business insurance, including general liability, property, and workers' compensation insurance. Determining the right insurance coverage for your business by assessing potential risks and choosing appropriate coverage. Finding the right insurance provider by researching options, getting quotes, and comparing coverage and pricing. Managing your business insurance by keeping coverage up to date and filing claims properly. B. Importance of having business insurance. Business insurance is essential for protecting assets and mitigating potential risks and liabilities. Without adequate insurance coverage, a business may face significant financial losses, lawsuits, or even closure. By investing in the right insurance coverage, businesses can protect themselves, their employees, and their customers. C. Final thoughts and recommendations. As a final recommendation, we encourage businesses to regularly review and assess their insurance coverage to ensure it is up to date and adequate for their needs. It is also recommended that businesses work with experienced insurance agents or brokers to understand their options and make informed decisions about coverage. By taking proactive steps to manage their insurance, businesses can protect their assets and ensure their long-term success.